Hello and welcome Math Internet students to the fall 2021 semester. My name is Robert D. Giovanni. I'll be the instructor for the two online courses that I'm making this orientation video for. So I'm offering a Calculus 1, that is Math 2413 section 035, and then a 2414, that's Cal 2 section 012. So this orientation is going to cover both of those classes because the courses are set up almost identically. There's few minor differences, but I think you'll be able to work those out when I go through this video. So again, the intention here is just to get you acquainted with what the expectations of the courses are, and you know, how you're going to learn, how you're going to submit work, things like that. So let's get into this. First of all, you're going to log into ACES, which I'm assuming all of you know how to do at this point. Once you get in here, you go to your courses, make sure you're looking at fall 2021, and then let's see, I'm going to look at the Cal 1 homepage, which is going to look almost identical to the Cal 2. And I should probably start off by letting everyone know that if you've taken an online math class with me before, some things have changed this semester that are important in terms of how you will access your work. So just actually how you access your work and how you actually get enrolled in the course. So please pay attention to the following. All right, so first thing, what we're looking at here is our main homepage. This is called the Canvas shell for the page. And I want to point out on the left-hand side, the inbox. This is our email communication system. All official communication between us needs to go through this system. So you can see here, you can compose a new message. You select what class you want. So let's say the Cal 1, let's say select the teacher, and then you can select me, and then you can send me an email. And then if I send you anything, it's going to come through here and it will show up on the left-hand side with a little blue dot. So that's our communication. Let me get back to the page here. And I'm going to switch over to a student view so it'll look like what you will see. So it should look something like this. And the very first thing you'll see is a picture of me sitting at my desk. This is actually a very important picture, and I'll point this out a little bit later when we start talking about the exams. But I'll get back to that. So the first link here we have on our homepage is the orientation video. So there's nothing there yet, but by the time you get in here, there will be a link here to the video you're watching in case you need to go back and watch it. And then you have the schedule. So the schedule, if you click on that, it kind of shows you what sections we're covering, when they're due, and then when you have exams. So I would just maybe print this out so you have it there to work off of. I'll refer back to that in a little while if I need to. Below that, you'll see formula sheets. And this will take you to the formulas that you are allowed to use on the test. So you can print those out. I recommend you print those out because you'll be able to use them on the exams, but you have to have a hard copy available. So maybe work on that as soon as you can. Okay, and then now we come to the actual way that you're going to learn in the class. Okay, so what I've done is I've created videos for you to watch. With the Cal 1 class, there's two groups of videos that you're going to use to learn. There's what are called the course videos, and then there's the class lecture videos. So the course videos is just me going through the definitions. I've got animations. If you click on it, it's going to take you to a YouTube page, and you can see each chapter and section broken down. Some of these are, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, just depends. But this is just an introduction video to the material. And then the class lecture videos are videos of me actually in a class from the past going through problems. So this is a good place for you to see how to work using the definitions and theorems and methods, how to actually work problems. So you'll want to watch those. So you've got those after you watch the video. So in the Cal 2 class, there's only one set of videos, and they're just lecture videos. Those are like same thing as those were taken during a Calculus 2 class, and you just watch those. So that's where you learn. And then once you've learned hopefully learned, then you will go and do your homework. And when you're doing your homework, there are going to be solution videos also, and I'll show you how those work in just a moment. So again, the idea is that you would look at your schedule, you kind of see what's coming up. So like for Cal 1, the first thing that we're going to do, the first section is 1.1. So what I'd want to do as a Cal 1 student is first go to course videos and watch the 16-minute video on chapter 1, section 1. And then once I've done that, I go to the class videos and I'd watch this, well, not the whole video, but some of it, because it includes 1.1 and 1.2. So you'd want to watch, you know, at least the 1.1, and then you go try and do your homework. And that's pretty much the way the class is set up. I mean, you're going to watch a bunch of videos, lots of hours of videos, and then go do homework. Then below that, there's videos from other classes. These are optional, just if you're looking for more resources, I've got more videos here for you to watch. Now, how do you actually get to the homework system, the place you're going to go to do the homework, and also the place you can get to your electronic version of the book? That's in this tab called modules. Excuse me, hold on. Go to modules. And when you go here, you're going to see in the first section here is the administrative section. Here's where you will go to access Webassign, which is where we go and do homework. 2 of your exams take place here, and then you can also get to the ebook. Now, you do not need a registration code. You don't need to buy anything. You should have automatic access to this. So when you click on this, hopefully it will either ask you to log in if you already have a Webassign account, or it will ask you to create a new account. So once you do that, let's see what happens. It's not going to let me in because I'm coming in as a student, doesn't know who I am. So that will take you there eventually. It's not going to work right now. And then if you just want to look at the ebook, you can click here. And if you have any technical support questions when you're trying to get onto Webassign, then you'll contact the publisher Cengage with those technical questions. If for some reason it's not loading in your web page or something like that, just contact technical support. And then what I have, and this is what's really different from my previous classes, is that you can just kind of work through, you know, what's due. So you want to do this, then this, then this. And when you click on these, it's going to take you to the homework system to do the work. So you can kind of follow through with this. And then you have an exam, and then more homework, and then another exam, and more homework, another exam, more homework. So that's basically the way you get to the homework system in the ebook, through the modules tab. Okay, let's actually go look at the Webassign. So I'm going to log in. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and log in as me. Now, this is going to be a little different than what you're going to see. Okay, let me do this. Let me get out of student view. Got to do it this way. Got to go in as me, not as a student. So go. So since I've already enrolled and I have an account with Webassign, it's going to take me straight to Webassign here. All right, so again, this is not what it's going to look like for you, but let me show you what the Cal 1 class looks like. So I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go open the student view. So when you log in, it should look something like this. And right now it says there's no assignments. Those are going to start to show up once the semester starts, but here's where you'll go to do your actual homework assignments. And then over here, there should be the ebook. Okay, so if you want to see an electronic version of the book to look up definitions or more sample problems, this is where you go. And this is actually pretty useful because you can go here, and if you want like additional problems to do, you can come into the book and look at the exercises at the end of each section for additional problems to practice. And the odd problems have the answers, so that's useful. But remember, your work that you're doing is through the assignments. Okay, so that's, again, where you go from here, right? You go through the modules, and you click here to go do your homework. It should take you over to that website, and you should be able to do the homework. Now, I want to show you what kind of one of these homeworks might look like if you've never seen this. Oh no, I closed it. There we go. Okay, so let me look at all the assignments for this class. Let me just bring up the first assignment. We're just going to preview it. So here's what it looks like. So these problems, a lot of them are, well, they're multiple choice sometimes, and then sometimes they're free response. So it says like state the value of f of 1. Okay, well, when you plug 1 into the function, it looks like it spits out 1, 2, 3. It looks like 3. And then I can keep going, work through this, and then you can solve it. You'll have a button here to submit your answers. I don't have it because I'm the instructor. But this is it. I mean, you're just going to work through these problems. I would make sure that you're getting used to writing down your work. And that way, when we get to the exams, you'll be ready to turn that work into me. You want to practice doing that during the homework sessions. So, you know, this is a good opportunity for me to point something out that's kind of the elephant in the room. And that is, with these online homework assignments, I give you multiple tries. You can keep on asking for you get, I think, like 3 or 5 tries at each problem. The idea of homework is to practice. I am fully aware that there are tons of resources out there for you where you can just go get the answers and not even have to do any work. But that's not the point, okay? The point is that you learn calculus. So if you're getting hundreds on all your homework assignments, then you get to the exams and you're not doing that well, I'm going to start questioning whether or not you're actually doing the other work, or if you're just cheating, basically, using some website to get your answers. So, you know, it will catch up to you eventually. And I just want you to be aware of that. I've been doing this for too long to know that students try to take that short way out, and then it catches them when we get to the big exams. Okay, let's go back to the home page. Let's go back to student view. Again, I've shown you, you get the schedule, kind of tells you what you need to do. You got your formula sheets, you need to print those out. You've got the videos you need to watch, then you go do your homework. Now, when you're doing your homework, if you're having trouble doing homework, there are solutions that you can click on. And those problems, it's not every single problem that you do for homework, but it's a good majority of them. I'd say 90% of the problems you have for homework, I've done on video. So use those homework solution videos to help you, all right? Okay, I want to go through the syllabus. I know that you can all read, but for both classes, everyone needs to be fully aware that there are 2 times during the semester where you're going to have to log into Zoom on a specific day at a specific time and take both the midterm exam 2 and the final exam 4. Okay, so those are not done at your house on your own time with me not monitoring you. There are 2 proctored exams where you must be on camera taking the test. And those dates are set. They're both Fridays, October 22nd and December 10th. Now, I give you 2 different time slots you can join to take the test. You can come in at 9 a.m. and you'll probably be there till about 12:45. Or if you work during the day, I give you a 6 p.m. option. We'll be there almost till 10 p.m. So when we get closer to those exams, I'll send something out reminding you of all this. But just to start off here, I want everyone to know that even though this is a fully online course, there are 2 days that you must join to take the midterm and final exam 2 and 4. I will give you information about these exams when we get closer to them. I'll send out the meeting information and all that. And if you miss this exam, it's a 0 on the test. And so that will be devastating to your grade. Okay, in terms of contact information, I already introduced myself. I have an email address here, but just ignore it because we're going to be using the Canvas inbox here. But if for some reason Canvas goes down, or maybe after the semester you want to get in touch with me, here's my email address. I do have an office, but don't know if I'm going to be on campus or not yet. There's my cell phone number. So this is really the best way to get in touch with me if you need like prompt assistance. If you're struggling with a problem, you can't figure it out, take a picture of the problem, take a picture of what work you've done, and kind of tell me what's going on, and I will be happy to help you. Okay, I have a pen, I can write on my screen. I can edit your photos and help you out, okay? I just ask that the first time you ever send me a text that you tell me who you are and what class you're in. And don't be like, hey, my name's John Smith. I need help on number 4. Like that won't help me at all. I need to know, John Smith, online, Cal 1 class, session 1-1, number 4, here's a picture of the problem. Because I may not be at a computer, may not be easy for me to see the problem. So I'll be happy to help you, just help me help you, all right? Now, I also have online Zoom office hours. So those are times that you can come in and get help throughout the week. And you just have to show up. Now, these Zoom meetings are open to all of my courses. So I could have students from, whatever classes I'm teaching. But this is a good opportunity for you to meet with me, talk to me if you want to talk about your major, if you just want to help on some concept you're not understanding. Here's all the information, what days and times I will be in the Zoom session. Here's the Zoom session, here's the password. Now, in terms of materials, again, you don't need to buy anything. It's already included in your tuition, but we are basing the course on a textbook. So here's the actual textbook. If you want to, okay, you can get the textbook. It's totally up to you, but you still are going to be doing all your homework and stuff online, and the ebook is available to you there also. Now, I do have a calculator policy. You can have pretty much any scientific calculator for the course. The only condition I have is that you do not have a calculator that has what's called a computer algebra system. So the TI-89, the TI-Nspire, CAS, it has to say CAS at the end, those are not allowed. And that's because they can do calculus manipulations. So no go. If you have a TI-84, TI-86, TI-84 plus, those are all fine. It just can't be the 89 or anything that says CAS on it. Now, in terms of the description of the course, this is going to be different from Cal 1 and Cal 2, but basically you can read through these to get an idea of what we're going to be covering. And then the evaluation, standard grading scale, this is college level course, so the only grades are A, B, C, D, and F. And the way the grade is broken down is as follows for both classes. All the homework that you do online through Webassign is 10% of your grade. You're also doing 2 exams at home on your own time. They're not monitored. That's exam 1 and exam 3. Now, the big exams, and I need to change, it says on campus. These are actually on Zoom. Those are those 2 meetings that you have to come to, right? Those 2 meetings. That's exams 2 and 4. And notice the weight of those exams. They are hugely weighted, 35% each. And that is really because I need to make sure that I maintain the integrity of the class, meaning that I know that it's you doing this work. So those 2 exams are the only opportunities I have for you to demonstrate that. So they are going to count a lot. And so it's vital that you're prepared for those exams. I will give you reviews. I will give you solutions to the review. You just have to come in prepared. And this is where things get dangerous, like I was saying. Students will go do their homework. They'll go to Chegg, or they'll go, they'll look up answers. They'll get everything right. They get to the exam 2 or exam 4, and they are lost. And if you get a 50 on exam 2, that's going to have a huge impact on your grade. If you do the same thing on exam 4, then it's pretty much over. You can't pass the class. So don't try and take any shortcuts. This is calculus. This is grown-up math. So watch the videos, attempt the homework, look at the homework solution videos, contact me, come to my Zoom office hours. I'm here to help you. You just have to kind of meet me halfway. Okay, so how the course is designed, this kind of lays out again what I just said, like you should look at your schedule to figure out what's due, watch the lecture videos, attempt the homework. If you struggle with the homework, watch the homework solution videos, come to my Zoom office hours, contact me by cell phone. And after you've gotten through the homework, you move to the next section, You can work at your own pace, okay? You can get ahead, but nothing changes the exam dates. Exam 1 has a due date. Exam 2, everyone has to be in one of those 2 sessions. Exam 3 has a due date. And then the final exam, I give you the 2 times on, what was it, December 10th or something. So you can do all the homework right now. In the first week of class, you get all the homework done, but you know, you cannot change the exam dates, all right? Okay, so I talk here a little bit more about exams 2 and 4, and this is critical, all right? This is an aspect of this course that some of you may not like, and if you don't like this, then you can, you know, drop the course now and go find a different calculus class. So for those big exams that you have to be on Zoom for, the way those are going to be administered is that everyone's got to show up at that time. Okay, once everyone's there, I will be emailing out the exam to those students. Once you receive the exam, you're going to have to either hand copy all the problems, or if you have a printer, you can just print it out. And I'll give everyone about 10-15 minutes to do that. And then what will happen is we'll start the exam. What everyone has to do, okay, to start the exam is that you have to have your camera set up properly in the room that you're going to be taking the exam in. So I'm going to bring up that picture again to kind of show you what I expect. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Where's that picture of me? There we go. There we go. So everybody is going to be taking the test in the Zoom session. Everybody's camera must be set up so that I can see you, I can see your workspace, I can see what's in front of you and around you. Okay, notice with that picture, with the exception of the computer, because you're not allowed to have a computer on during the test. The computer can only be there when I'm sending you the exam and you're copying the problems down or printing things out. Once the exam officially starts, the computer, if you have a computer in front of you, you have to turn it off. But I need to be able to see everything. Okay, so if it's a picture like, let me show you, like this, that is not okay. It's too close. I can't see if you have things taped up on the wall. I need to be able to see everything around you. I mean, that's not terrible, but I want you to be further back on that. So this is what I'm talking about. Now, how are you going to achieve that? Well, most students download the Zoom app on their phone, and then they join the test on their phone, and then they just kind of set their camera up to the side on their phone. They make sure they plug their phone in so it doesn't die during the test, and they set up their camera that way. That's what I recommend. So if you have a laptop, you can move that, okay, to the side, you know, whatever works for you, but everybody must have their camera set up properly. If you don't have your camera set up properly, I will not let you take the test. And if you don't take tests, you get a 0. So if you have any questions or concerns about that, you've got about 8 weeks to figure it out at this point. So don't show up on the day of the test saying, oh, I don't know, I had no idea, because I'm telling you right now what I expect, okay? While the test is taking place, all the cameras, all your camera feeds will be recorded, and you take the test. So you've copied the problems, or you've printed them out. You know, we're going to start the test. Everyone's cameras are set up properly, and you're just going to sit there, paper and pencil, take the test. Okay, showing all of your work. Okay, a correct answer does not mean you get the answer right. You must show the work supporting that. Okay, so you do all your work, and then once you're done with your work, at that point during the Zoom session, you'll send me a chat and you'll tell me, hey, I'm done. Okay, at that point, you are allowed to leave the Zoom session. And you have, I'm going to say 10 minutes to 15 minutes to then get all of your handwritten work uploaded to a Dropbox link, which I will send you. You will have to get all of your work uploaded to that Dropbox within 10 to 15 minutes of completing the exam. Now, when you send me that work, it has to be sent to me as a single PDF file. Okay, that means a single file. Okay, that is PDF, that's Adobe PDF. I will not take like 8 pictures, 8 JPEG files, or, you know, 20 separate files that you send to me, one file. So the way you do that is going to depend on you. Most students, what they do is they get nice, good, clear, you know, in focus pictures of each page. They show me each page, take a picture, and then they use an app like Cam Scanner, or it depends on if you have an iPhone or an Android. but you need to be able to get that, all of those pages into a single PDF file, and then that's what's submitted to me. So for example, let me see if I can find some old students' work here, just to give you some idea of what I'm expecting here. Let me do it this way. Sorry about the delay. I should have had this ready to go. Student work. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, well, this is a good example of what I don't want, because you can't read this very well. Okay, that's not very, it's okay, but it's not great. Let me do another one. Let me do another one here. Here's a good one. That's nice and clean. This student submitted 11 pages to me. Nice and clean, clear. Okay, it's 11 pages, but it's a single PDF file. And so that's what I expect from you, all right? You condense all your work into a single PDF and send it to me, all right? It says here, if you fail to have your camera set up, I already said this, so you can't take the test. It's your responsibility to make sure you send me your work. So I've had students accidentally send me like their formula sheets and not the work, or they send me a copy of the test without their work. It's your responsibility to make sure that what you're uploading to me is the actual, your work, all right? So if you mess that up, then I can't take it late, all right? Now, after you submit it to me, I will grade it by hand. And so I'm looking for work, steps, logical steps, neatness, so I can understand it. And I will give partial credit. So if you get it wrong, the wrong answer, but your work is good, you just made a mistake, you'll get partial credit. But on the other hand, if you just have a correct answer and no work, or your work looks like maybe you got it from somewhere else, then I'm going to have some questions. Okay. How to succeed on exams 2 and 4. I kind of spoke about this already. It really comes down to practice. Okay. So you've got to be doing the homework, understanding the problems, and understanding the methods. Now, when you're doing your homework in Webassign, there are due dates for each homework assignment. Like I said, you could work ahead, you just can't fall behind. If for some reason you miss a deadline on a homework assignment, you can go into the system after the due date. So let's say it was due at Sunday at midnight. You could go in there Monday and you can request an extension. And the system will allow you to do that. Now there's a penalty, there's a 10% penalty. So the highest grade you can get is a 90. But you'll at least be able to request an extension. You should have 3 days to request an extension and then 3 days to complete the request. Now, there are no extensions on any of the exams, okay? But especially exams 2 and 4, like everyone needs to be there for those. I'm giving you 8-week notice and then 16-week notice for the final. So everyone needs to be there for those. Exams 1 and 3, if something comes up, let me know. Life happens. I mean, of course, if you're going to take exam 2 and then you're in a car accident the night before, I mean, of course, yes. But otherwise, unless there's a valid excuse, you need to be there. Attendance, just make sure you're keeping up with the work. If you miss more than 3 deadlines, then I may drop you from the class, just depends. There's tutoring available to you, and then the rest of this is kind of administrative stuff. So that's pretty much the gist of the class, okay, is that you're going to come in here, get your schedule, print your formula sheets, go start learning, go do the homework, and then come to me for help. And just keep, repeat. You also have on the side here the to-do list. This should take you straight to the homework, but this is kind of the first time I've used this, so we'll see how this goes. There may be some glitches we work out. Oh, I forgot to mention files. If you go to files, this will have all sorts of other resources for you. So the schedule's here, any notes I might have for the classes are here, and then the formulas that you can use on the exams are here, and then any homework solutions. I might have some handwritten homework solutions here. You also have a discussion board if you want to talk to your classmates, set up study groups, things like that. And then if you want to email individual people in the class, you should be able to click on people and email. So that's pretty much it. Again, this orientation video is just to kind of get you acquainted. I invite you to come and meet with me in my office hours, just to say hi, let me, get to know you, since we don't really see each other but twice a semester and it's in Zoom. I'd really like to know who you are. We have these online courses. Normally we cap them at like 28 to 30 students. We've upped it to 35. So I believe there are 35 Cal 1 students and there are 35 Cal 2 students that I have for my online courses. And that's a lot of students. So, reach out, let me know who you are. And then maybe there's a way we can get some study groups together. Maybe if enough of you are showing up to my office hours, we can set up a study group at a different time. I'm here to help. I'm excited about you learning. My experience with this online course is that you can learn the calculus here, okay? I feel like I've provided the information that you need to learn. It's just whether or not you have the time and the discipline to use those resources to learn. If you try and take little shortcuts and find ways to just get answers, it's going to catch up to you. And that's just from my experience that happens. And so I think that's it. I won't take any more of your time. I appreciate you watching this video and look forward to the semester. Take care, be safe, and I'm going to sign out.